Hello, a very good, wonderful afternoon. Landing at the Istanbul International Airport in this Turkish Airlines flight. It has been a very nice weather and we're about to land at the Turkey Istanbul International Airport, which is understandably the world's biggest airport in terms of passengers handling. We are about to touch down, so we have just touched down at Istanbul, a very nice country, a very nice place, and I'm going to show you the airport itself. So here we are after we have come down. It is the place where the international transfers are there. So I'll show you around this massive international airport so that if you are having a connecting flight, this is how you are going to get connected at the international airport at Istanbul. So we can see on the left is all the hangars, on the right down are the duty-free shop. So we are moving around. We are going gradually towards the transfer lounge. Something good in this airport is that when you are walking in these escalators, you have the time frame from this gate to that gate. If you are walking, how long may it take for you to reach? That's something good in this international airport. The signage are everywhere. You can look into the signage as you walk in. The left side will be the runway parts. On the right hand, on the same floor, everywhere you find the washrooms, baby diaper changes, and on the ground floor, that is the transfer lounge for the international passengers. We are going now, still we are following the transfer track for the international passengers. Of course, I'll have a lot of vlogs here, one after another, but this particular vlog is on going towards the international transfer. So anyone with a connecting flight will help you a lot. Because the first time when I traveled in November, I found it quite difficult to move around the airport. But later on when I came December, so I already knew where to go and how to save my time. So on the right hand side, we can see the baggage claims, passport control. So if you are leaving this airport, you have to check out from that particular ways. But we are going to gradually see the international airport. So it's a very big, massive airport. So as I was mentioning, my other vlogs will contain the duty-free shops, the connecting desks. We'll also have the hotel, the only international, the only hotel in the international airport. We have a separate vlog on that. We have a separate vlog on the gates from A to E, how to move around. There's separate vlogs on how to move around if you are not waiting in the airport, if you want to sleeping on the sleep pod. So there's a separate vlog on that. There's a separate vlog on the food courts, and there's a separate vlog on the museums inside the airport. And of course, if you're carrying a pet, there are some directions to carry the pet. So keep on watching my videos for different vlogs on the Istanbul International Airport, and do subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed. Do press the bell icon for it. So we are at the lounge now. We are trying to go towards the passenger transfer desk. So let me take you through this part in the first of all to make you understand the things. This is an information center, digital information center. You just click the button, whatever information you want, you get it over here. And of course, as I mentioned, there are washrooms on either side, and these are an arrival visa. So if you are looking for an arrival visa, so there are two counters, one at the front and one at the extreme end. If you are checking out of Istanbul, so this is the passport control, and then of course a baggage claim after the passport control. And it's truly as a magical Istanbul, and we can see they are on. Yes, you see all the passengers here. This is the passport control. So if you are checking out at the Istanbul International Airport, so check your passport immigration is right here on your right hand side, and then followed by is your baggage reclaiming. So it's a pretty crowded, so please maintain your SOPs properly. Okay, so after you have the passport control, so if you are not checking out of Istanbul, like I had a connecting flight, for me is the transfer. So I'm going towards the transfer lounge to do my get my boarding pass first of all. So if you have a boarding pass, so you straight away go to international transfer if you are international transfer. If you don't have a boarding pass, you have to go to transfer desk. If you're flying with the Turkish Airlines, you go to Turkish Airlines transfer desk, or for other airlines, there is just beside the Turkish Airlines transfer desk on your left hand side, you will find all other airlines transfer desks. You need to show your ticket and a valid visa wherever you are going, so you can get your boarding cards from there. Because without boarding card, you cannot go inside the transfer lounge. Without the boarding card, if you are checking in at the hotel, you cannot check into the hotel unless you have a valid boarding card. So that's why to have the boarding card, maybe if you have got the boarding card, if you have checked in already, so you may have the boarding card, the e-boarding card. But for me, I had a 30 hours nearly stopover at the transit at the Istanbul airport. So possibly I could not take out my e-boarding card, so I had to get it manually from the transfer desk. So you can see the runway on the left hand side, and the roads are pretty busy. You can see the road beside this carrying the airport duties. So it's quite a busy schedules, you can see. Yeah. So as I am mentioning, it's a massive airport, so that's why I had to do a couple of vlogs, so that is very convenient. Because when I wanted to travel for the first time, the YouTube that I have seen was not sufficient enough for me to really know whatever I wanted to know. That's why I made this video vlogs into 5 or 6 parts of it, so that each part can be very easy for you if you are doing a transfer, if you are doing for the duty free, if you are going for the hotel, if you are going for shopping, if you are going to have the food eating, whatever you want, all are separately done. So that's an international transfer place. That's where we will go into, because I am an international transfer, so I'll go into that. But before that, I need to get my boarding card first. So I'm heading towards the transfer desk first of all, to get ensure that I get my boarding card first, then only I can check into through the transfer desk here, the international transfer, to go on the other side. Yes, that's international transfer on my left hand side. As I am progressing forward, I can see on my left hand side, of course you can see all the flights schedules and details. The screens are everywhere, and this is an amazing information desk. No matter which language you speak, you just speak your language, they will answer you in your language. That's fantastic over here. So these are the transfer desk on my left for all airlines, and the one specially dedicated for Turkish Airlines. So if you are looking for your boarding pass and other transfer information, so this is the place you can check in, and you can do it manually, or you can use this vending machine. You can do it on this one itself, the digital machine, and get your e-boarding card if you want to do that. So that's Turkish Airlines information transfer desk for you. So again, please maintain SOPs. Though I am traveling, I'm also having a very high SOPs, full time wearing a double mask for me, because safety has no end. So we have to try to keep ourselves as safe as possible, even though some part of the airport may look a bit lighter than the other parts. So still we are going forward to see the airport full first, then we'll go inside the travel transfer desk. As you can see, still on the left hand side is the airport bridges. Yeah, so we can see all these things. So the people are waiting for their transfer desk, people are waiting for information. And look at the so lavish airport, such a nice interior decoration on the airport to really make it look like a massive one. And India is a massive one, so it's a busy airport. that's again a look like people waiting for their transfer, and some people are actually running to catch their flights if you are late, because all the flight schedules are there. You know the time to walk between. You have a buggy service. If you want to use buggy, you can use that. It's gonna cost you €6 per person. Yeah. So another counter for baggage claims and passport control. These are with the corporate clients of Turkish nationalities and the fast track passport control. And then of course the other information desk. You have got the money exchanges. So all facilities are here. The police counters helps for you. So that's how big the airport is. Just watch out your signage. You cannot miss anything. So everywhere is very nicely given the sign, given the time, given all the information that you need to go from one end to the other end. And I tell you, if you are really following my video, you would see that I've tried my best to cover all the aspect of this connecting flight schedules and the Turkish the Istanbul International Airport, so that you find it much better. This is the Wi-Fi system. So you can get a 1 hour free Wi-Fi. Just swipe your passport here, the info page, and you will be getting your password printed out, so you can use a free Wi-Fi for 1 hour at this international airport. Of course, you are checking into the hotel, so hotel will give you a separate Wi-Fi. So people from all walks of life comes to this part of the world. It is a connectivity international hub. So such info desks are there all around. It's another visa counter. One was at the very beginning, one is here. So on arrival visa is available here. So you can get the on arrival visa. Please check out if your country is there on the on arrival visa. Some of the countries I could check was the UK, USA, UAE, Oman, Maldives. So these are some of the countries I still recall is there on the on arrival visa. So now we are heading towards the international transfer. So I've shown you the entire part when you come in and land at the international airport at Istanbul, till the end part of it, how it looks like. So now I'm gonna go inside my terminal of the transfer. I already have my boarding card. I've already taken my boarding card. I'm flying through the Etihad Airlines. So I already got my boarding cards. So I'm flying all the way from here first to Abu Dhabi. From Abu Dhabi, I'm flying to Kuala Lumpur. So that's how we're traveling, and try to be safe. Always wear double mask as I'm wearing, you can see. So it's always better to keep yourself as safe as possible, so that in this hard time of pandemic, documentations are very important. You can see the pet. Of course, you are allowed to carry pet in the international airport in Istanbul. You can carry your pet, and of course there are separate toilets for that pet as well, and there's also a video on that. So there are a few parts of it. So this is the end of the first part. Thank you. Ciao.